Hello and welcome. My name is Hillary and I will be guiding you through a midday movement practice. This will be good for anyone who has maybe come back from a really long walk and you're feeling tight in the hip flexors. If you've been sitting for a while at work or at home and you just need some blood flow to come back into the body. Just opening up in the hips and just like getting the blood flow all around. So if you're ready, please grab your mats. You don't need anything but yourself. I do have blocks nearby just to support me just in case, so feel free to have them, but I probably won't use them. And I will meet you on the mat. So we're gonna start in the center of our mats with our feet spread wide, legs all the way open, and we're going to be doing some twisting at the waist here. I just cracked. I just heard a whole crack, so I know I need this movement right now. Taking a few moments to just twist back and forth here, being mindful of your breath. Last two. Coming back to center and allowing the motion to settle into this position. Now we're going to swing into the hips, keeping the legs at this stance and just swinging back and forth, really opening up in a horizontal position. So if you were walking like me, like that's a lot of forward motion from the hip flexors, and now I feel like I need to like expand this way. Like this one feels really tight. It's back and forth. Two more times. I don't know how many that was, but let's come to a stop. Bringing your feet together and lifting one knee at a time and finding some rounding motion in the hip, going behind you first. Switching sides, or switching positions, going forward. Last one. Switching sides, coming back. And if you can, try not to rush through this movement and really allow yourself to feel the rotation here. Last two. Switching directions. Last two. I'm feeling the burn. Now we're going to come down into a yogi squat. Hands in prayer. If you need some more opening, put your hands in a fist and then you can get some more expansion at the hips. If not, you can meet me here at prayer and maybe walking it out a little bit and really leaning into that openness. I also invite you to find some stillness here. Maybe close your eyes and just take a moment for some gratitude that we are able to move our bodies in this way. Last few breaths. Fluttering the eyes open, and I will meet you sitting on your mat. And we're going to keep going into opening at the hips and butterfly our legs. I like to give my butterfly a little motion just to really lubricate the hip flexors, the hip joints rather. Or I don't know if those are interchangeable. I'm still learning so much about the body anatomy and all of these things, so I will make mistakes on this journey. Aren't we all? Final few. And now we're going to bring our knees together, sitting upright, hands behind our back, and we're going to windshield wiper our legs to one side at a time. Final two on each side. I always slide forward when I'm doing this, so that's why I was like scooting back. Last one. Okay. Now let's go for a forward fold, extending our hands and our spine up to the sky, getting a nice long erect position before we fold down, hinging at the hips, reaching for our feet or wherever you land that is comfortable for you in this position. A slight bend in the knee is absolutely okay. Sinking your head and just allowing yourself to be here. Final few breaths. Rising on the inhale, swinging your legs around to one side and coming on your all fours, coming onto all fours. We're going to reach out with one hand. I have my right hand out and my left leg going back. And we're just going to extend here for a moment, inhaling, and on the exhale, crunching in. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, crunching in. We do that one more time. Inhale, extension. Exhale, flexion. Now on your next inhale, you're gonna come out, and if it's accessible to you, you're gonna reach around and grab that foot and extend up into a nice stretch here. Inhale back into the position that we started. Exhale, dropping down into all fours. Swinging your hips, getting some motion before we switch over into the next side. Coming to neutral position, extending your left arm out or the opposite side, whichever side that you did not work on yet. Right leg out and really finding extension here. Maybe taking a full cycle of breath. And on your next exhale, you're gonna crunch in toward the center. Inhale out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Now your next inhale, you're gonna reach around, grabbing that foot if you can, and come into a stretch, really opening in that chest and the front side of the leg that's being stretched forward or stretched up. Now your next exhale, coming back into the position that you started and down into all fours. Finding some more motion here. Swinging over to one side and the other. Maybe finding some intuitive movements that feel good for you. Coming back to all fours. And you're gonna meet me sitting in easy position, whatever is easy for you in this moment. And we're gonna work on some neck movements. So I'm gonna invite you to bring your ear over to one side, dropping it down through the center and coming over to the other side. And we're gonna do that a few more times, just working on the back stretch of the neck. Being mindful of each inhale and each exhale. Finding your own pace. Just a few more times. And the next time that you're at the same ear that you started with, instead of going forward, you're going to move your head backward and really finding extension in the front side of your neck until you reach the other ear. And we're going to stay here for a little while. Last few. On your next inhale, meet me at a neutral position. So for our final pose, I will meet you in child's pose, and we won't be doing Shavasana in this class, so please feel free to stay here for as long as you like. Please pause the video and just do your thing, but I will walk you out of child's pose. But we're gonna take a nice long extension here, open at the knees, or if it feels better for you to keep the knees closed and your hands by your head, by your legs, also feel free to do that as well. I'm really craving some extension. Enjoy your child's pose.
I'm going to invite you to bring your energy back into this moment, back into your body. Taking your final few moments here. And crawling your way up, starting with your head. Tiptoeing your hands back towards your body. Coming to a comfortable seated position. And that completes your midday movement. Thank you for joining me. I will see you in the next class.